Chapter 749. Auction. 3. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Brother Qin, go ahead with your work. We can choose a room for ourselves. Unfettered scholar waved to Qin Bai Sheng as he spoke in a tone that revealed his close relationship with Qin Bai Sheng. Next, Unfettered Scholar walked away slowly into a room with Fairy Hongshu. After he left, more Gu immortals arrived. Some chose single rooms, but most chose the main hall. As for those who chose the secret rooms, they entered through secret channels into their respective rooms. This could not be seen from the main hall. Although Qin Bai Sheng is a lone cultivator, he has great strength and yet shows great respect for people. He has a wide network and relationships with many experts. Tai Bai Yun Sheng transmitted from the 11th secret room. This was the first time he had met Qin Bai Sheng, yet he had a high evaluation of the man. Fang Yuan looked at the hall as he analyzed. It is not entirely Qin Bai Sheng's credit. Earlier, when 88 True Yang building collapsed, Northern Plains Gu immortals obtained many immortal Gu. They need to trade them and satisfy their own requirements. There is also the essence of the luck path true inheritance. In addition, with Imperial Court blessed lands destruction, Northern Plains' situation has rapidly changed. All the super forces need to establish new rules. Because of this specific timing and situation, the auction could become so huge. Qin Bai Sheng and Fairy Li Shan were able to invite rank 8 Gu immortals, not only as a result of their own reputations. As time passed, more and more Gu immortals arrived. In the hall, Gu immortals were talking and created lots of noise. Although Gu immortals were powerful and had unlimited primeval essence, capable of crushing mortals, they were busy with managing their immortal apertures and had to make lots of preparations for the calamities and tribulations. They had very limited time. Furthermore, the world was huge and Gu immortals were small in numbers. It was rare for them to interact with each other. Especially an opportunity like this, which gathered so many Gu immortals, it was very rare. Gu immortals needed to interact. They placed great emphasis on their social network. Immortal Gu were unique. Often, Gu immortals needed to borrow immortal Gu to settle their problems. Furthermore, the economy of this world was not developed. Many precious resources could not be bought using immortal essence stones. They could only be traded with rare goods at times. This auction gathered almost all of the Gu immortals in Northern Plains. Such an opportunity to interact was extremely rare. In the main hall, Gu immortals talked and exchanged information. Even several enemies had their grudges temporarily mediated and resolved. Gu immortals were so rare, their social network was only so big. If one was not a friend, they would be an enemy. Even if they were a stranger, they would still be connected somehow in this social network as long as they talked about their friends. After Unfettered Scholar, an old man carrying a walking cane walked into the auction hall slowly. Where Qin Bai Sheng saw this and his expression brightened. He quickly walked forward and paid respects. Qin Bai Sheng pays respects to Lord Yao Huang. Yao Huang, one of the 5 rank 8 Gu immortals in Northern Plains. The hall was silent. Many Gu immortals could not sit any longer. They stood up and greeted. Lord Yao Huang, you are my benefactor. Please accept my respects. If not for Lord Yao Huang, I would still be injured now. Lord Yao Huang, do you remember me? I am Zhao Si, who searched for the beansprout worm for you back then. Even the Gu immortals, who were in the single rooms, walked out and greeted Yao Huang. Hello everyone, good day, good day. Yao Huang had an amicable expression. As he nodded, he did not put on airs and was not acting arrogantly. Like Tai Bai Yun Sheng, Yao Huang was a healing Gu immortal and was famous in the righteous path. He had a pure Huang Jin bloodline. Being the first supreme elder of the superforce Yao tribe, he had a lofty reputation in Northern Plains. It could be said to be the highest of the 5 rank 8 Gu immortals of Northern Plains. Stories regarding Yao Huang was numerous. They would take more than 3 days and 3 nights to read. The following story was closely connected to Fang Yuan. It happened decades ago. Yao Huang created a new healing immortal Gu. For the last 100 years, he had been asking for immortal zombies and Zombie Alliance to do experiments on them. As his research got deeper, Yao Huang had some results and actually managed to turn himself into an immortal zombie. Many Gu immortal experts were unable to learn about the truth. They were deceived and thought that Yao Huang's lifespan was almost used up, forcing him to become an immortal zombie. Yao Huang thus proclaimed that he wanted to join Zombie Alliance. At the same time, Zombie Alliance's leader, Blazing Heaven Demoness, already had left and entered Eastern Sea. Without the leader, Zombie Alliance only had Yin Lu Gong and the other two rank 7s to guard the headquarters. No one in Zombie Alliance could expose Yao Huang's methods, but at the final moment, he lost to the entrance of the discussion hall. No matter how Yao Huang pushed it, he could not open the door. This made the immortal zombies only able to look at each other in dismay. Eventually, Yao Huang could not get in and could only laugh loudly, removing his disguise and explaining the truth. Even though he had lied to everyone, he had a great reputation and high cultivation level. None of the immortal zombies dared to offend him. In the end, they even sent him back courteously. Just as Yao Huang walked in, Yin Lu Gong arrived as well. "Oh, little Liu." Yao Huang looked back and greeted. "Junior pays respects to Lord Yao Huang." Yin Lu Gong had a flattering expression as he went up and greeted. Right now, Zombie Alliance took up the mission just in time. That immortal zombie came to Yao tribe and my research was not held up. Speaking of which, it is all thanks to the cooperation of your Zombie Alliance. Yao Huang thanked while smiling. "I am flattered. It is our honor to work with Lord Yao Huang. In the future, when Lord Yao Huang succeeds in the new healing immortal Gu, it would benefit the Gu immortals in Northern Plains as well." Yin Lu Gong was skilled at social relations. He spoke appropriate words. Yao Huang stretched out his wrinkled arm, grabbing Yin Lu Gong. "Come, little Liu, sit together with me." Before Yin Lu Gong could reject him, he said to Qin Bai Sheng, "Little Qin, give us a single room." Thus, under everyone's envious gazes, the two entered the single room. Yao Huang was the first rank 8 Gu immortal to enter. Next, Heavenly Lord Bai Zhu, 5 Elements Grandmaster, and Old Ancestor Shui Hu appeared. Each of their appearances unavoidably caused a huge commotion. Before the appearance of Great Dream Immortal Venerable, rank 8 was the peak of the Gu Immortal world's battle strength. The 5 rank 8 Gu Immortals in Northern Plains were noble existences that earned much reverence from people. Among them, Old Ancestor Shui Hu was the #1 person in the demonic path. He was the leader of Snowy Mountain Blessed Land. Yao Huang was the first supreme elder of Yao tribe. He was a rank 8 of the righteous path. Heavenly Lord Bai Zhu and 5 Elements Grandmaster were lone cultivators. They were neither righteous nor demonic. They were in the neutral faction. Lastly, there was Prince Feng Xian. He was also a righteous path Gu immortal, but he was only an external supreme elder of the super force Gong tribe. He did not have the Huangjin bloodline in him. His status was rather awkward. Because he had some grievances with Gong tribe, he had been living outside for many years. He did not work for Gong tribe. Only when Gong tribe encounters a huge crisis would he help out. Among the 5 rank 8s, 2 were righteous, 1 was demonic, and 2 were neutral. Such a relationship was also the current balance of power in Northern Plains. The next 3 rank 8 experts all chose single rooms. In the hall, there were already 40 to 50 people. Among the 5 rank 8s, 4 have already appeared. Only Prince Feng Xian is left. This is really a rare event that is hard to witness in hundreds of years. It is an eye-opening experience. To be able to leave an impression on these experts, this trip was worth it. Rank 8 great experts are all glorious and have naturally imposing auras. I wonder what Prince Feng Xian's demeanor would be like. As everyone waited in anticipation, a cold-looking female Gu immortal walked in silently. It was Feng Jiu Ge, who had disguised himself as Fairy Yu Lan. Many people knew about Fairy Yu Lan and Prince Feng Xian's relationship. Their attention was quickly drawn over. Qin Bai Sheng quickly attended to him. "Master is blending his grotto heaven's qi. I will be representing him for this auction," Feng Jiu Ge said without laughing or smiling. He had huge guts as an outside region's Gu immortal. He dared to attend the Northern Plains auction at this sensitive time. The moment he appeared, he announced this loudly. It was to deter the others. By using Prince Feng Xian as a shield, it would help him during the process of the auction. Hearing that Prince Feng Xian was not coming, a wave of disappointment came over the main hall. Feng Jiu Ge had a calm expression. Vaguely familiar face was really an amazing killer move. None of the Gu immortals in the hall could see any flaws in his disguise. Of course, this also was because the Gu immortals were respecting each other and did not use investigative Gu to peek at one another for no reason. Especially when Fairy Yulan, who Feng Jiu Ge was disguised as, had a rank 8 great expert behind her. In addition, nobody would expect him to be so daring. Under everyone's shining gazes, Fairy Yulan walked into a single room. Like Fang Yuan, he toyed around with the mortal Gu and changed the environment in the room. Next, he grabbed the east window Gu and looked inside. Oh! The moment he looked at it, Feng Jiu Ge's heart jumped. Worldly wave trace immortal Gu, delight in water and mountain immortal Gu. Aren't these the core Gu worms for an immortal Gu house, water pavilion of my sect? They actually appeared here. Shock flashed across Feng Jiu Ge's eyes, but it quickly calmed and disappeared. This showed his supreme control over his own mental state. It seems that the supreme elders in the sect guessed correctly. Back then, our sect's saintess, Mo Yao, had brought Water Pavilion into Imperial Court Blessed Land. Without Water Pavilion's help, she would not have been able to enter Imperial Court Blessed Land. Now that Imperial Court Blessed Land was destroyed, and 88 True Yang building collapsed, it seems that Water Pavilion also broke apart, and the core Gu were taken by Northern Plains Gu Immortals. Oh, there is calamity beckoning Immortal Gu. According to the sect records, Saintess Mo Yao had once obtained the essence of Luck Path in 88 True Yang building, refining calamity beckoning Immortal Gu to help her husband Bo Qing. But Bo Qing's tribulation was too great. Even though calamity beckoning Immortal Gu drew away part of the tribulation, they could not survive, both of them perished. Calamity beckoning Immortal Gu was also destroyed in the process. To think that there is a new calamity beckoning Immortal Gu. This discovery gave Feng Jiu Ge further suspicions. How did calamity beckoning Immortal Gu come about? Who refined it? The person auctioning it? Or did it scatter into the outside world after Imperial Court Blessed Land was destroyed, thus being taken by someone? What did this have to do with Mo Yao? According to rumors, Mo Yao left behind an inheritance. Would this inheritance contain the way to refine calamity beckoning Immortal Gu? At once, Feng Jiu Ge fell into deep thought. Many ideas appeared in his mind. Hey, he suddenly laughed. This auction was really worth coming to. The moment I entered, I obtained so many clues. In any case, I have to take back the light in water and mountain and whirly wave trace. Spirit Affinity House has lost Water Pavilion for too long. As for calamity beckoning Immortal Gu, it is rank 7. The price for exchanging for it is very high. I'll see how things go first.